What's up and welcome back. Today we're gonna dive into and fully explain the new law bounty system that Red Dead Online has. I'm Bandit Barney, bringing you everything you need to know about Red Dead 2 and Red Dead Online. And with the new law bounty system we got in today's update, there are some things that are unexplained and then some things Rockstar's already told us. But one thing that is very nice is griefing is almost completely gone. Well, at least you know when you're going to be getting griefed. Now there's no question in the air. You're either going to see a player and know he's coming to grief you, or you're going to see a player and know, okay, that guy's just going to do his own thing. So let's start out with some of the basic rules of this law bounty system that you may already know, and then we'll dive into some things that Rockstar hasn't announced that we figured out around the system. To start out with, you have different colors for players on the map. If they're red, that means they're dangerous. If they're purple, that means they're dangerous. And if they're blue, that means they're good to go, or at least they haven't done anything dangerous recently. The purple and red, I haven't quite deciphered what the differences are in those. We've had players kill me and they stay purple. We've had players kill me, they stay red. Let me know in the comments down below if you know the difference between that. But for right now, we have a lot to add on to what Rockstar hasn't necessarily said. So, what we know so far, you can get a bounty from killing NPCs, you can get a bounty from killing players. It doesn't matter, both things can equal you getting a bounty. But there is one significant difference, is that if you kill players, you are guaranteed a bounty. Every single time you kill a player, you get 50 cents added to your bounty. Doesn't matter if you're not wanted, doesn't matter if you have no bounty right away, or at the moment, as soon as you kill a player, you'll get a 50-cent bounty. NPCs, however, don't mean an automatic bounty when you kill them. So if you get an NPC and you shoot them down, then what you're gonna get is the traditional, if someone sees it, you're wanted, and if they report that to the cops, then things go haywire. It's kind of like the story mode style there. So if you kill NPCs and you destroy all the witnesses, no bounty for you. But if there's witnesses and then cops, then you will start to accumulate a bounty. As soon as you're wanted, that's when you'll start to accumulate a bounty if you're only killing NPCs. If you kill players, like I said, you'll get that bounty no matter what. But as soon as you're wanted, an NPC death will accumulate a 10-cent bounty. Then a cop death will accumulate a 20-cent bounty. And like I said, players will add 50-cent bounty. And as you're doing bad things, occasionally you'll get 5 cents added to that. Up to $10, there is no immediate cost to the bounty, meaning that that bounty isn't going to super affect you. If you leave and come right back to the scene of the crime with the new update, we have there, Red Dead Online does now hold those NPCs and animals and things on the world longer. It used to be where if you went more than a mini map away, that dead animal or dead NPC would disappear. But that's not true anymore. Now you can go much farther and that NPC or animal will stay there. So if you get a wanted level and you get a bounty below $10 and leave, you're going to be fine. Unless you immediately come back to that crime, then people will witness you as the perpetrator and you'll get wanted again. As soon as you get that $10 bounty though, is when you enable bounty hunters to come hunting for you. And the bounty hunters won't come hunting right away, but at any moment after you've accumulated that $10 bounty, any other task you're doing, you're going hunting, it doesn't matter if it's on the other side of the map, bounty hunters can be alerted and they'll start to hunt you down. Once you're targeted by bounty hunters, they're gonna come at you in waves, and they come at you in pretty strong waves, and the bounty hunters are much more efficient at taking you out than the cops in the city are. The bounty hunters are it's basically like facing off against high-level players when you're facing off these against these bounty hunters. Especially the higher the bounty you are, the quicker you're gonna get those stronger waves of bounty hunters. Now, if you're in a city while you get these bounty hunters, what happens is the whole city will go red, and you need to leave the city in order to escape them. The whole city goes red just like it will in the story mode, and you can't get away from those bounty hunters until you leave the city and fight off the remaining ones that are chasing you. If you do that, you get rid of the bounty hunters, but you don't get rid of the bounty. You still have to deal with the bounty. So at any moment, the bounty hunters can get triggered again, and they'll start chasing you down once again. Now, if you get killed by the bounty hunters, they will take the full bounty from your bank account. So if you have a $20 bounty, you get killed by the bounty hunters, they're just gonna automatically take that 20 bucks from you. So if you don't want to lose that 20 bucks and you have a $20 bounty, the best thing to do is to go pay it off, because when you pay off a bounty, you only have to pay half the price. That $20 bounty can get paid off with $10, and you don't have to worry about bounty hunters anymore, and you won't end up losing that extra $10 that would have been a part of the 20. Interestingly enough, if you're part of a posse and you have a bounty high enough to engage bounty hunters, once those hunters are triggered, they will hunt your entire posse. They won't just hunt you. They will focus on getting to you, but if your posse's in the way, they'll shoot at your posse. Your posse will be considered enemies to them. So don't bring pain upon your posse, and let people know if you have a bounty on you that's over $10 before you join someone else's posse. Now, something good to note is that paying off your bounty does not change the color of your player blip, as well as your player blip won't go red unless you've killed other players. So if you're only getting a bounty by killing NPCs, your player blip will actually stay blue. But as soon as you kill another player, that player blip will go red or sometimes purple. Like I said, I don't know what is the difference between those two. Both are dangerous, so watch out for them. And if you're thinking you can pay off your bounty and get rid of your player blip, that's just not true. Right now, the player blip will stay red for a certain amount of time, and paying off your bounty, getting rid of your bounty, has nothing to do with your player blip. So although it may have seemed that those two would be correlated, they're not. The player blip is related to you killing players, has nothing to do with bounties, and the bounty is related to bad things you're doing in the game, has nothing correlated to the color of your player blip. And that's going to be it for our breakdown on the bounty system. You guys, unfortunately, when I was recording this footage, I wasn't able to get bounty hunters on me because it's a new update and they were glitched. In fact, at one point it showed me a text message on screen that the bounty hunters had collected my bounty, and there was no bounty hunters in sight. So I right now am glitched on the bounty hunters side. Probably some of you are. It's not a widespread thing that it's affecting everyone. Bounty hunters do come in for certain people, and probably by the end of the week everyone will have bounty hunters coming onto them if they're getting that bounty. I hope this cleared up some of the air around how bounties work for you and what's going on. Once you get that $10, go pay it off, because bounty hunters will come at you at any point. You could be hunting, doing anything, and it could happen like anywhere within 30 minutes of you getting that bounty. So just go take care of it, because the longer you have it, the more opportunity it gives the bounty hunters to come after you when you really don't want to have to deal with them. Thank you for stopping by. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that sub button. Once again, I am Bandit Barney, bringing you everything you need to know, and until next time, we'll catch you later.